Hi, everybody. My name is Oran Kaufman, a.k.a. Scared Shitless. So, I don't know about you, but I immediately feel guilty the minute I see a police officer. The problem was that this time I was guilty. As I saw the 3 Greek police coming towards me, my stomach was in knots. Now, let me back up. You have to know something about me. I'm a rule follower. I did as I was told when I was a kid. I did my homework. I didn't skip class. My idea of rebelling was I went to law school instead of medical school. I was just a nice Jewish boy from Cincinnati. So the year's 1982, and my friend Rich and I had just finished our junior year of college. And we went on our epic backpacking trip to Europe. These were the days of Let's Go Europe and Europe on $10 a day, and we were pretty serious about trying to stick within that $10 a day limit. We were poor college students, or at least pretending to be poor college students. And so we're on our epic trip, and we wind our way through Europe, and eventually we make it down to the beautiful island of Paros in Greece. And so within our $10 a day sort of schedule, we decided that night to sleep on this beach, despite the fact that as you enter the beach, there is a big sign in about 10 different languages, in English and Greek and Spanish and French, saying, "No sleeping on the beach." But we saw a lot of people on the beach. There were a lot of other backpackers and people from all places in Europe and Australia and New Zealand, and I figured, even though I didn't quite feel that comfortable with the idea of breaking the law, it wasn't really within my wheelhouse, there were a lot of other people, and I figured there's power in numbers, and what are they going to do, arrest us? So that night, big party on the beach, bonfire, we just had a great time. It was basically a united nation of backpackers. And the drink of choice that night was Ritsina. If any of you know Ritsina, it's got a historical roots in Greece, but suffice it to say, what you need to know for tonight is that it's disgusting. It basically tastes like pine resin, but it's cheap, and it came within our $10 a day limit. So we had a great time with Ritsina, went to sleep, woke up in the morning in a Ritsina-induced stupor, looked down the beach, and I see 3 police officers coming towards us, and they are collecting the passport of everybody on the beach. I'm panicking, like, oh, shit. What's going to happen? I'm going to end up in a Greek jail. What's going to happen with my college career? I was really panicking. So we couldn't run. There were mountains behind us. There was the water in front of us, and they were coming the only entrance. So Rich and I came up with a plan. It was a simple plan. It was actually a simplistic plan. And here was the plan. We pretended that we didn't speak English. I wasn't good at lying. So the Greek police officer comes up, and he says, oh, one more thing I got to tell you is that we didn't have a common language in addition to English. I mean, I spoke Spanish and Hebrew. Rich did not speak either of those, but he had gone to Sunday school. And he convinced me that that was okay. So police officer comes up to us, and he says, "Passport." And I say, "Ani lo yodea ma ta medaber," which in Hebrew literally means I don't know what you're saying. It was like I could have said anything, but he says passport. I speak in Hebrew, pretending not to speak English. Then he turns to my friend Rich and he says passport. And Rich says, "Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam," which was the only Hebrew he knew, and if any of you knows what it means praise be thou, O Lord, omnipotent King of the universe. So we quickly realized that our gig was up, and that wasn't going to take us very far because passport means passport in just about every language. We eventually give over our passports, and we make our way to where all the other backpackers went, which was the police station in town. My stomach is in knots. I'm thinking, oh, shit, I am going to end up being in a Greek jail. Like the Midnight Express had just come out a few years before, and nobody else seemed to be that concerned, but I was, being the rule follower that I was. Well, it turns out that this was the Greek equivalent of a speed trap. All they really wanted was for us to spend some money on the island, and we had to show them proof that we had gotten a hotel room or a campground, paid a fine, which put us over our $10 a day limit, but that's all they wanted. So that's what we did. we went to the campground, got a reservation, and that night at the campground with our little campfire, eating day-old bread and feta, not Ritzina, we made a momentous decision. We decided to up our limit to $20 a day. Thank you.